Once the glue dries, we can assemble the axle assemblies. We have already fitted the gear onto the front axle, but now we need to fit the 4 wheels onto each of the axles. IP kindly supply a back-to-back gauge which ensures that the distance between the 2 wheels on the axle are correct. The wheels are push fit, so these will just slide straight onto the axle. But because I am fitting a 4-wheel drive kit, we need to fit this first before we put one of the wheels on. Now these can probably work best using the hot water method, but because mine are quite loose, they'll just slide on. Once your sprocket has been fitted, the other wheel can be pushed onto the axle using a bit of super glue. Now to check you have got this in the right place, just get your back-to-back gauge and just slide the axle so it is in the right position, and just push it up onto the gauge, and that means it is set at 32mm. Once your axle assemblies have been completed, this means the running gear is now ready to put onto the chassis of the loco itself. The best way of doing this is to put one axle box on one side, then the axle can slide into that one, then it can glue on the other side. Now there is marks on the sole bars of the chassis on either side, and these just line up so you can see the mark through the gap on the top of the axle box, and these will just glue into place here. Before you put the axle into one side, it would be best to just drop a little bit of oil into each of the axle boxes before you slot the axle in, just to lubricate them. And then the axle can slot into there, then you can glue on the other axle box to hold the axles in place, making sure that the gear meshes with the worm gear on the motor. Once both of the axles have been fitted, you can then fit the 4-wheel drive chain over the sprockets. You'll need to take some of the links out for this to fit properly, and this is quite fiddly, as you will see. But once you've done that, it is ready to run. Once the chain is fitted, give it a drop of oil along with the gear, and that'll spread the oil around on the chain, and there you have it, a completed IP Engineering Rapier, complete with control panel and 4-wheel drive and glazing.